Hi there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Very good to meet you as well. How you doing?
I am good. I
Hi.
watched the musical a couple days ago and I'm super excited to talk to you.
Okay. All right. How'd you like? What was your favorite song?
Oh, hey, my favorite song was A Little More Homework, and I like bawled my eyes out. And I'm not that
Really?
emotional of a
Um,
person, but I
okay.
cried. It was just a very sweet moment. And
I'm so happy.
it was like a culmination of everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's a
Oh
man.
my. Oh my. Yeah, that was a really fun scene to shoot, and I had a really good time that day when we did because it was like there was moments where like it was just like center like just there was a whole like lift and there's doing like takes on everybody. It was really cool, really cool to film that.
What's your favorite song to perform?
From the musical.
Yes.
Oh, I have to say it's actually not one of my songs. I love Bad News. I love performing Bad News. It's just one of the better ones. I've always like loved Bad News.
My second favorite is Brent and Kendra's song about like them
Ooh,
texting during the summer. Like
I've
that
been
was a
waiting.
good
I've been waiting.
intro. Yeah.
Actually
For the
came out last night.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, the soundtrack is really,
I'm
really
so
good.
happy. Yeah. I mean, Harvey and Jason, they both did an incredible job. So I'm so happy that it turned out how it did because I'm like it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we filmed this, I don't know, no joke. I left Canada 4 days, but August 3rd, 2021. And
Oh,
it's really, yeah, it was a year process, but it was a long year because everyone was just waiting for it to come out. We've been so excited for it to come out.
how old were you when you filmed it?
I was 13 when I filmed it. Yeah.
I feel like everyone seemed about that age. It didn't seem to
Mhm.
be like other productions where I'm like, okay, I know you're 20, which is
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like you have 13, 14, and 15-year-olds playing 13-year-olds. Like it's the age is it's real. Like that's real people.
for sure. And had
Mhm.
you seen the stage production before taking on this role?
Yeah. I saw it a few times, just all around through public theaters and theater camps, and I've seen different productions of it. Yeah.
And I know the film musical is a teeny bit different than
Yes.
the.
Oh yeah.
What did you think of those changes?
I thought they were really good personally. I mean, Robert the writer, he did amazing on them, and he was so really about trying to make our characters as much like us as possible. Like he'd be like, "Can I just like go out with you guys? Like let's go get some Starbucks. Like let's go get some Starbucks. And I just want to hear you guys talk." And me and a few people who were in Toronto at the time when we were filming, we were like, yeah, sure. So, and there was moments where from our conversations where he took it and implemented it into the script. So he really made our characters as close to us as possible. And it was a really good time.
How would you say that you're like Evan?
Evan is very similar to me in the fact that I'm from New York, and I had to be moved up to Canada for 5 months, and I was the new kid again. I was the new kid. I was learning my way. I was all around just learning new things and being able to learn forgiveness and being able to learn how to mess up and make a mistake and say sorry and come back from it is really important. So I really relate to him that way.
For sure. And who is your favorite character other than Evan?
That's a really good question. Well, sorry. When I got when I watched it one of the times, I really liked Brett. I
I like
really
Brett
liked
too.
Brett. Like I don't know, I loved his character. I love his mojo. I think it's cool.
Yes, and he's super sweet, but also, as we know with Bad News, like really
Yeah.
clueless. But he's a
Yeah.
13-year-old boy.
You're 13, you're learning still.
For sure. So did you have I don't know your spiritual background, but did you have a mitzvah?
I did not. I did not, and I do happen to be Jewish, but I did not have a bar mitzvah.
For sure. Why did you decide not to have one? It just
My parents never said you have to go to Hebrew school, but I got to like live one out on
yeah.
this movie. So it was
You were
really, really,
thinking.
really, really cool. And my mom was like, dude, I think you had the most expensive bar mitzvah ever. Like, probably. I was like, hey, I guess I can take that title.
For sure. And what, since you're a triple threat, you might actually have more skills that I don't know about, but what would you say is your favorite, dancing, singing, or acting?
That's like the three-way tug of war I play with every single day.
Well, what's today? We'll just go on
today I've been feeling singing. Today I've been feeling
Oh,
singing, but tomorrow I know it's gonna be acting because I have a self-tape to do. So and then other days, like, I'm going to a party, I'm always dancing. So I gotta be yeah, it fluctuates. Like, I think personally for me, acting is one of my favorite ones. Acting and singing really, like, it's like 50 and 51 some days, and there's 49 and 51 and 50. It fluctuates from being my favorite.
for sure. And I saw that you have some of your own music out. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. So I am releasing an EP sometime very, very soon, hopefully in the soon future. And I've been recording since I think February. And I'm so excited for the world to see what I've done with my music. And I'm so excited because it's a part of me that like is really important to myself, because I've loved music since the day I came out of my mom. And it's really important that I show the world like a little piece of me. I feel like every song of mine is like a little bit of me. And I'm cannot wait for everyone to see what I've done, because I'm really proud of that project, what I've been working on there.
Yeah, and you don't seem nervous at all. I feel like usually when actors show like a more personal side of
Yeah.
themselves and not playing a character, but you seem
Mhm.
really excited, and that
Well, I think vulnerability, like when it comes to being an actor, is really important. Like, you have to be vulnerable. You have to be out. You have to be, because you have to be crying on screen. That's a lot of vulnerability. People can say, oh, he was an ugly crier, but it's a part of the scene, it's part of the acting. So when it comes to vulnerability, I'm very, very, very open.
for sure. What was your favorite scene to shoot in 13?
I have to say, I probably think Squiggo Pro, because that scene was really fun. It was on like a stretch of like just, it was Bloodmaster the whole days before. And it was a really fun time because Frankie and me are like such good friends. And it's really like, when I think being the antagonist and the protagonist really was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of good chemistry on set. So that was probably the funnest scene in the film. Yeah.
For sure. Frankie is like, I love to hate her. Like, well, not
Incredible.
Frankie,
Yeah.
Lucy. I don't
Yes,
know.
Lucy. She's horrible. Lucy's horrible. We don't like Lucy.
Yeah, I don't like Lucy, but
Mhm.
like I feel like I've met so many Lucys in middle school that
It's important to know, because this is for, I hope anyone watching this, middle school or past, there's always a Lucy out there. So be careful for your Lucys. Like, watch out. There will be people trying to steal what you rightfully deserve. And there's also just a whole lot of bad people out there. But that's one of the more important things I think you should take away. Learn your Lucys.
for sure. And what is your favorite musical in general?
I really like Dear Evan Hansen. I love Dear Evan Hansen, Hamilton. I'm a theater nerd otherwise. I mean, I love Broadway, and I hope one day in my lifetime I can be on Broadway and whatever. But I love Broadway. Yeah.
I think it's going to happen. I'm obviously not casting.
I am hoping.
Yeah.
I am hoping.
What is a movie that you would love to see to be a musical, and what is a musical that you would love to be in a film adaptation?
The Godfather. The
That is
Godfather.
dark. I like that.
I'd want to see how they do that. I'd want to see how that comes out. And a musical I'd want to see become a movie. And Hamilton kind of did it, but I want like an actual like film version. Like, I want like, this is what it meant to be. Like, I want to see the what they'll do with like the set design and the costuming, and and they better not change any of the songs. Oh God, no! If they change the songs, I'd be mad. But
Well, what's your favorite Hamilton song?
oof. Well,
Today.
there's 46 of them. I mean, oh God. Okay. Let me think. I really like Stay Alive. That was good. And I Right Hand Man, those are good. Yorktown, My Shot, all of them.
For
They're all my
sure.
favorite.
For sure. So, in the musical, Evan is moving from the city to the Midwest suburbs where I'm from, and I've lived in New York too. I prefer New York.
Yep.
Would you consider yourself to be more of a city kid or a suburban kid?
Well, because I live in the suburbs, real life, I would say suburban, but Evan is definitely a city kid.
For
Evan
sure.
is 100% a city kid. He lives in the city. He thrives in the city. He does it in the city.
And what's your favorite part of New York City?
Well, I'm always there, so I have to say, like, near the plaza, like all the really cool, like all the designer store. I love going there with my friends and just like chilling out over there, because I am a lover for really expensive stuff. So
Yeah, I noticed your hoodie. It's very cute.
thank you.
I,
Yeah. I mean, I love this. It's so comfortable as well.
yeah, I love a
That's what
good
I love.
hoodie, and I will spend money on hoodies, which sounds very counterproductive.
Hoodies are needed to be spending money on. I think that's like it goes hoodies and everything else.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And what did you guys do on your downtime during set? Because you were all the same age, you were all
Ooh,
basically in one
yeah.
place.
We would just hang out. Like we would have designated spots where everyone kind of like lived. We would go into the city. We go into Toronto. I loved walking around Toronto because I lived in the city. I lived quite close to the CN Tower for most of the filming, for about all of the rehearsals.
Mhm.
And that was a lot of fun. I love doing that. And then I moved out to Woodbridge, which is close to like Canada's Wonderland and all that. It's in Vaughan. And we had designated spots where everyone would just hang out. So it would either be like Frankie, JD, and Ramon all lived close together. They lived in the same neighborhood. Me and Nolan and Lindsay all lived close together. And so did Luke. And we all kind of just hung around there. And Jonathan and Ella lived in the city, so we would always go into the city to see them. So we were all around. Like weekends, we'd just be like in the car and like city, Vaughan, North York. We'd just be everywhere in Canada.
For sure. And how did you react when you found out that you got Evan? Did you audition for any of the other characters too, or were your
No,
eyes
no,
set
no,
on
no, no,
Evan?
no. I got the call for Evan, I think around November, Octoberish, like or late October, early November. And it was a long audition process because I got it in February. I was let know I got it in it was a dream come true, to be completely honest, because it was a top moment of my life. And the way Tamara told us was it was a long day. It was like an 8-hour day. And they're like, okay, all the Evans can go, see you. And I hadn't eaten all day. I hadn't gone to the bathroom. And they call my mom. They're like, hey, can we have Eli back for just 1 second? Just 1 second. And my mom's like, okay. So we set up the whole thing again. And I get on, and Tamara's like, all right, look around, everybody, get to know each other, because you're looking at the cast of 13. And that was such a good moment.
That's insane and so much fun. Well,
Mhm.
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to
This is
me.
awesome. Thank you so very much for this.
This has been one of my best interviews. I can't lie. Well,
Really?
you did all the work, but yeah,
Thank you so very much. That was
yes,
really, yeah, I've
awesome.
just been starting to do like the interview situation, and it's been nerve-wracking each one, but it gets a little bit easier each time.
Honestly, you're good. And I've had
Thank
a
you.
lot and I've had various levels of success, you could say. So this was really good. And I can't
Thank
wait
you.
for it to come out. And I can't wait to talk about future projects with you.
So exciting. I cannot wait for what the future comes to hold, and I really appreciate this. Thank you for taking your time to do this with me.
Oh, no problem. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.